even before sending someone out, you ask what would be better than what you have now.
When someone had nothing bad to say about where they were, everything was positive. Then we would say, well, what if you were president for the day? If you could be president for the day at your company, what's something you would change? And they would always have an answer. No matter how wonderful they said something was, they could always think of what could be changed. And then that's where you started picking.
Give us an example.
So maybe it was flexible work hours. They get to work remotely, but it would be nice if they could actually have the flexible hours. So now I'm looking for companies, to send them that have not only remote, but flexible hours. You know what I'm saying? They are happy. They like where they are, but there's always something that can make your life better.
When you're making decent money and your boss is decent and you're relatively happy and no recruiters are calling you, you think you're fine. But when then I get you on the phone and we start talking, I want to do more of just let you talk and then find out all of a sudden, well, hey, you can't work remote. There's no room for a man. Your boss is 47, right? And he just started 2 years ago. He won't retire for 20 years. There's no chance for you to move up. There's a guy, I recruited a guy, a VP, told me he was happy where he's at. And I started talking to him, and he was working for a company called STV in Orlando, and he was the director of electrical engineering. And he's telling me how they did all the electrical engineering for public supermarkets, and he loved his company. And I said, wait a second, what did you do before? He was in Chicago doing all these commercial buildings. I go, you went to school, get a master's degree in electrical engineering to sit around and do electrical design for grocery stores? And it was dead silence. He never thought about the fact that all he was doing was the same building over and over again. I stuck that knife in his side and started turning it about how my client does huge architectural projects. He'll be involved in commercial buildings and schools and churches and the newest things going on in Disney World. Why wouldn't he want to check it out? A month later, he was working there. And this is the guy told me, I am happy where I'm at. I love where I work. It's a great company. But it turned out his job was boring as hell.